All right, and we're live. I gotta send this link to some people.
Sounds good.
This place. Yeah, we're live and they're seeing that.
Who knows what that's from?
Where are you? Live link. And so people don't see my Discord messages because we don't want to disturb them. I'm gonna put up the image that I had up for the Broadway Stuck panel that you should watch if you really care to. It's a fun time.
It is a great time. That's what I'll be watching all today and tomorrow. There's nothing better on a weekend than watching some Homestuck music.
I mean, it's a fun time.
Yeah. I don't know if there's that much to watch though, is there?
On the panel?
Yeah.
It's about an hour and a half.
But like listen to it versus watch.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of banter and dialogue.
You can still listen to that, can't you?
Yeah. Oh, there's pictures. I had an artist like make up some panels and shit.
Wow, professional.
Professional. Honestly, that whole con was such a time. Whom else am I gonna send this to? I usually send it to here. Streaming today. There we go. And I hate the new Twitter layout. I hate it so fucking much.
I don't use Twitter, so I'm not familiar that it even changed.
It's
honestly.
gross. I hate it. Ah!
Yeah, I do prefer my links to be at the top of the page rather than on the side. Is that what changed?
Yeah, this is what it used to look like.
Ah, are you just keeping that open as like nostalgia?
No, this is a different account. This is for the University Sharp account.
I see.
Hey, you guys should all join University Sharp if anyone's watching right now.
And what is University Sharp?
It is a parody database for Homestuck parodies.
I see. Like an archive?
No, like it's a database for finding singers.
Oh, I see.
The dog is going to be very loud. Do you think you could close the door?
Sure.
Cool. Bum, 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 bum. None of the doors in this house work.
It might be because it's so hot.
Yeah, no. What is this girl that popped on this? Tweet.
You'll marry her soon. So excited to get into the gameplay and escape a chasm. Escaped Chasm.
Tweet.
Though
All right.
The title kind of implies the chasm's already been escaped.
True.
The chasm has that.
Perhaps. All right. Oh wait, one more thing. I want to pop out the chat so we can talk to people real time.
Yay.
I realized I can do that last time around.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't know I could.
I also didn't know that. I wouldn't. What?
I'll just put it in there so we don't have to go back to my normal desktop to go see the things.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Ooh.
Play opening movie?
Yes,
Let's do
please.
it. How about the rest? Yes, let's do it. Sometimes, when I close my eyes, when I let my mind drift, I can feel a world beyond my own. It's vast and beautiful. I can see through the eyes of a girl I admire. However, as my consciousness slips back to me, I remember that this euphoric dream is not real. As I awaken, my connection to that world slowly fades from my memory. I won't let that world escape me. I will hold on to these fragments of my dreams in any way I can. Maybe I can never truly reach that world. But maybe one day, I can still become the girl I see in that place. A furry.
A cute furry. Oh, she's a lonely girl.
I think I'm done drawing for the day.
She looks like Sadness from Inside Out.
She does.
Like a younger version.
I wonder where my mom and dad could be. She's baby.
Oh, she's so cute.
A lot of drawings of your imaginings in a world you wish you lived in. It's furry art.
Hey, she's a child. I like this one the best with the clothes. I think you're right. The clothes like cinch it.
Last night I was in a call with Chrissy and she was complaining. She had just gone to a con and she was complaining about furries.
At the con?
Yeah.
Yikes.
So, yeah, that's why furries are on my mind. Because Chrissy went on a whole tirade about why furries shouldn't be in cons.
I mean, furries are always on my mind.
Your skill is not where you want it to be yet, but you're still proud of what you've made.
I'll just think.
Melody looks sickly. He refuses to eat.
So sad.
What should I do? Aww, Snick. It's a pile of clothes ready to be washed. Picture frame that holds a picture of younger you. It's your garbage can. There's a lot of crumpled up papers full of sketches you don't like. It's your diary. What would you like to do? Shall we read it? Entry? They aren't back today either. When will Mom and Dad come home? I'm really lonely. Melody isn't doing so well. He won't eat anything for some reason. To pass the time, I've been imagining stories that have become so vivid I nearly forget reality. In these stories, I'm who I always wanted to be. Brave, strong, unafraid, living freely and living in a forest of wonders. The world of my dreams. I even have friends. But at the end of these imaginings, I have to remember that world isn't real. At the end of the day, I have to remember I'm just me. The me who's pathetic, the me who's cowardly, the me who's alone. I'm kind of tired. I'd like to rest a bit. Should we sleep or should we see what's outside?
I want to explore. Is that her parents' picture?
It's a family photo of you and your parents.
And we don't get to see it.
That's your parents' room. I shouldn't go in. A vase.
How much are you willing to bet the other one is also a vase?
A vase.
Wow, this house is quite elaborate.
Mountain. A painting of mountains.
Maybe if we show it to the snake,
Maybe
it'll feel inspired.
Maybe it'll eat the painting.
I don't think snakes should have paint, personally.
What if snakes tried painting, though? A vase. A coat rack.
Shoes?
Very straightforward, are we not?
Living room. Ooh.
A reclining chair. Honestly, this whole thing gives an Undertale vibe.
It does, yeah.
A comfortable couch. It's the TV. Seems like a cartoon's about to start. Let's watch the cartoon. I think this is what James Roach wrote.
Ooh.
Do you want to be the weeb?
That person? You weaklings cannot defeat me! Surrender and accept your fate!
At this rate, we're done for! Unless I'm gonna use my power!
What? No! It's too dangerous!
There's no other way! That hurts.
Whatever you're trying, you stand no chance against me!
We'll see about that!
It's furry!
While using this risky hidden power, do our heroes stand a chance?
Oh my gosh, wow. No wonder she dreams about being a furry.
You are in awe. You love this show.
No wonder.
Are there people watching today? Hello? Nope, no one yet. We have a viewer. Usually I have about 5. But then again, usually I'm doing Homestuck content. Bathroom. The toilet. The bathroom sink. The shower curtain. You accidentally rip it a lot.
Dang.
It's a strong girl there.
Violent with her shower curtain.
Bathroom flavored garbage can.
What does that imply? Like, did she lick it?
Maybe it's just the essence it has. Like, ever hear a song and the song tastes like being 11?
I wouldn't say taste. I would say sounds.
No, it tastes. It's an emotion that isn't sound.
Or like it slaps of.
I guess it slaps.
Smacks of.
Yeah, but I like the word tastes. Like, the other day, Nora decided that it was time for the two of us to sit down and binge watch iCarly. So we did. And it just tasted of being 11.
Okay. I do think when you're in a bathroom, like, sometimes you can just taste the, like, cleaning chemicals.
Yeah,
like
well,
scent.
that's like an actual physical taste.
That's true.
Less of a metaphorical taste.
I wish the snake
Is it a
was
kitchen
tasting.
flavored garbage can? Oh, it's not
Just
flavored.
a kitchen one.
It's fully stuffed, but it's hard to decide what to eat.
Wow, this girl is depressed.
The kitchen sink, it's clogged up a bit. It's the oven, it's a little scary.
This
Same
girl is you.
Same girl.
Oh
Dog.
my gosh. It looks like she hasn't, like,
Dog is
unlocked it.
It's a container full of sugar. She's definitely me. Maybe a bit would be okay. Ate a bit of sugar.
She had just straight sugar.
And you don't. Cabinet that holds various spices and ingredients. A vase. Oh, it has words.
Oh.
A normal chair. A kitchen chair bench.
The kitchen chair bench.
That's not
What
a
is
thing.
the thing on the island?
The paper thing?
No, the thing, like, next to the vase.
Oh, looks like a boombox. Radio. It plays a lot of old music.
Oh, you're right. I don't know why it looked like a DS to me.
That's an Undertale sound. You're stealing assets from Undertale, Temmie, even though you probably made the assets. It's a mirror.
Wow.
It's you.
She's older than I thought.
Yeah. Thought she was like, baby, you look cute today.
She does look like Jade, too, from Homestuck.
She's very Jade adjacent. A Jade
Jade adjacent.
Garbage can for Lint.
Lint flavored.
It's if Jade and Sadness had a baby.
Yeah.
Or
That's my
fused.
OTP.
Aww.
Oh my gosh.
A washing machine. A dryer. It's a box. The boiler. It's scary looking. Same.
How old do you think she is?
I don't know. Maybe 13? 12 or 13?
I would have guessed that.
Some old receipts. It's an open box.
Is the mop helpful at all?
I don't know. Loading.
Guess
A
we
broom.
get too much to do in a short amount of time.
I don't want to go outside yet. I want to write in my diary.
She also has a phone, I noticed.
In the house?
I think on the wall, unless it's a picture of a phone to the right.
Oh, that's a phone. Maybe I should try calling my parents. No answer. Rip.
Poor girl.
Seems like you already wrote. I guess you got to sleep now? Maybe tomorrow will be better.
I hope our snake doesn't die in the meantime.
Oh no.
It'll be fine.
Aww.
Oh, it was so precious. How long do you think she's been alone?
I don't know. It says the fridge is still fully stocked.
Oh, that's true. Maybe just like an hour then.
How long did I sleep for? I should look around and see if they came back yet. More things to look at.
Check on the snake really fast.
See if he's alive. Melody isn't moving any. Oh, he did. Oh no! Oh no, he killed his snake.
Oh my god. This game really is cute for how much I'm sad.
Maybe I should knock and see if they're back. No response. Guess I should look around. Are they in the pea kitchen?
Did you just call the bathroom a pea kitchen?
You didn't know about that joke, Leonora?
No, you don't make pee in the bathroom. It's already created in your body. You are the pea kitchen, Anna.
I guess I am the pea kitchen. You are the pea kitchen. Ooh, there's a second viewer. Hello, new viewer.
Hello.
For any viewer who doesn't know, this is Rosie. Introduce yourself to the two people
To the
who are
masses. I'm Rosie. We've been friends since how many years? Since 4th grade. But like, I'm a computer science major, so I should know how to do math, but I don't. So
screw math.
let's just say it's been a long time.
It's been like 12 years.
Yeah, 12 years.
That's a lot of years. It's frightening. Why am I that old?
I don't know.
Why are we all that old?
We're just gonna go downhill from now.
Yeah. Maybe tomorrow.
If you like insist and keep going down, will she change it? No.
Maybe?
Yeah, never mind.
Nah. Do we have to go back to sleep?
Perhaps.
She hasn't done anything today, though. I mean,
We'll
then again,
try again on
the...
her parents' door. If it says the same message, then I think we have to sleep again.
I already tried knocking. I should look around. I looked around. Where other rooms are there to look?
Did we look in the basement?
True, we didn't look in the basement. In the laundry kitchen.
There you go. That's some good laundry smooth. Wait, did it say washing machine or whooshing machine? Oh, okay.
Whooshing machine.
Kind of.
Shall we sleep again?
I guess so. Melody's just gonna
Rot.
Yeah.
Wait, first let's do the diary entry.
Good point.
Let's read today's entry. I don't have anything to... Oh, I guess I'm supposed to look around more. What am I looking for?
Maybe look at the drawings on her wall again. Are there any new ones like since yesterday?
Maybe? She seemed to draw...
No.
yeah, same thing from last time.
What's the thing that's next to the snake? Sorry.
I'm dumb. I'm dumb and bad at games. Yes, pile of clothes ready to be washed.
We can't wash them?
I don't think you can pick up things in this game.
Should we try? I guess what are the buttons? Just walking and
I think
space?
there's just, yeah. Space or Z or return. All like does the same thing.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Now that we've been in every room, we could try the parents' door again, but true. This is the opposite of Undertale. This is over front. Like
overhead.
T-A-I-L.
Overhead.
Oh. I don't like that. Sounds sexual.
Or just like an overhead compartment.
Okay, I guess that's true.
Alice.
Alice.
I have explored in this room. Much more is there to
We can watch TV again.
Alright!
Maybe there'll be more to the episode. She can write in her diary.
It's the TV. Yes, let's watch the show that hurt my throat.
Oh.
Eyeball.
That's so frightening. Is this all the TV show is?
The Eyeball Channel.
It was! She's being watched. Is that it? Can we watch it again?
You don't feel like watching it anymore.
Can we look at the trash can? Is it living room scented?
Living room flavored.
Flavored.
This isn't our normal recline. Oh shit, what's happening? Did they come back and change the chair?
I'm literally terrified. So we need to be like looking for differences.
I guess so.
So we don't have to interact with every single thing. Do the vases always look that dumb?
A pot, I guess so. A vase.
Okay, that's what that's in. Oh my gosh, I'm actually terrified.
What?
Is this a furry?
It's the furry girl. Who are you?
It's cute.
Do you want to voice the furry girl?
Just a visitor. Wait, do you think it's higher than that?
I don't know. Probably lower than her. Is there anything I can do for you?
Not really. I'm just here to observe.
Yeah, that's good. That feels fitting. Observe? What are you observing?
I'm just here to see what happens.
What do you mean? Where did he... Oh, she still doesn't want to go outside.
Maybe parents' room? I don't know. That's the only two places we haven't been.
There was a strange guy in the house today. I couldn't believe my eyes. I wasn't sure if he was real or not. I was just a little alarmed at first, but maybe I just imagined him. Melody stopped moving. I think he's sleeping. Poor girl. Why won't Mom and Dad come home? I don't know what to do. How do I help him? I'm kind of sleepy. I should take a rest.
She's not eating anything though.
Me. She's my government assigned kin.
I like it.
Maybe
Melody.
we'll be back when I wake up.
What do you think will be changed today?
Maybe... I don't know, maybe the TV will be replaced with just an eyeball.
I feel like that implied she grew a lot since her parents left. Her size increased twice. Is that the person we met? No.
Some sort of angel person? Please help me. Well, shit.
Dramatic.
Back to normalcy. Welp.
I think Melody is just
Rip.
dead.
Rip the snake.
Is there anything we could have done, I wonder?
I don't know. It didn't look like there was a thing to... I mean...
Yeah, I think
the
the
snake's
game's just
supposed
meant
to die.
make you sad.
parents' room. Maybe I should knock and see if they're back.
Wait, isn't that an extra picture?
Oh. Photo of another member of your family. You met them when you were very young, so you don't remember who they are. Why is this portrait upside down? Can't tell if that's just...
I don't think it's glitching, is it?
Let's see what's up
On
with the TV.
I don't want to know.
You're too afraid to... So is she?
Wow, we have a lot in common.
The chair is back? What's going on? Another living room flavored garbage can.
Is the bathroom the same? We should check everything. Or do you think she's ready to leave?
Maybe. I mean, I don't know what much could change with the bathroom.
I guess that's
But
true.
totally
Yeah,
do this,
it's the
so.
same.
Bathroom flavored. Yeah, these seem normal. I mean, the painting's different?
No, I think it's the same. The other one's mountains.
The dog is still there.
The vase still has flowers. The fridge looks like...
Oh. That was different. The radio. It doesn't appear to be working. You're scared of the radio.
I don't blame her. Is she gonna get murdered by the end of this game?
Or is she gonna become the murderer?
Hope so. Do you think she had parents at all?
Maybe they were just a figment of her imagination. I can do this. Yay! She went inside!
Oh, no.
Shit.
Me too, girl.
What's happening?
Such a wonderful sight. I recommend you turn back.
Huh? He's right. I should go back. What was that? What's going on? I knew I shouldn't have gone outside. What should I do? What should I do? I'm so scared. Where are Mom and Dad? Where could they be? Any weird differences in here? Nah.
Wait, is the trash can used to have anything in it?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, never mind. They look the same. I hope we don't look in it one day and we're like a furry or something.
Maybe that's how it goes.
I'm terrified of that day. Did we try going in our parents' room yet?
We tried when we first got out.
Oh, that's true, we knocked.
To try and look for Mom and Dad, and what I saw, my heart was racing. Something's wrong. Everything looked distorted and destroyed. I don't know what to do. Was what I saw even real? That strange man was there too. He was looking at the chaos and he seemed like he liked it. He told me I should turn back and then vanish. Who is he? If I see him again, maybe I should ask him where my mom and dad are. Would he know? Where are my mom and dad? Did they get hurt? Did they need my help? I don't know what to do. My mind is racing. I'm so scared. I'm so worried. What should I do? I'm tired again for some reason. Why am I so tired?
Because you're not eating. Balanced diet, girl.
Or diet at all.
Yeah, honestly. She will die.
I don't know if I should be sleeping, but for some reason I can't keep my eyes open. Will everything be fixed when I wake up?
There's a glitch in her matrix.
More furry girl. More eyeball.
Elf dude. letters?
A bunny girl. Who are you? I knew it stronger. I should...
No music today? I don't like it without music.
Oh, shit.
Dang, things are very different today.
What's happening? I need to find Mom and Dad quick. Whoa. Oh. She check only as the last resort. I'll come back. There's nowhere else.
It does look like...
Looks like there's a hole in the floor.
Yeah, like everything's fake. Like even if the walls are glitching in.
What was this picture of again? Mountains. And a flower. Wasn't there a vase here?
A vase.
A vase. There's a vase here. But it's not a clickable item anymore.
Oh, now we have the different chair again.
It's the TV. It won't turn on. The couch was switched out again.
Why do they keep switching on the damn couch?
I don't
guess
remember
they're
what
just
that picture
projecting.
was.
Yeah, neither do I. Ooh,
The pea kitchen is destroyed.
No wonder she keeps ripping that thing. If it's that easily destroyable.
I mean, maybe it's like a plastic one.
I don't love that music.
It reminds me of the, what's it called? The, what's that part in Undertale? The True Lab. Reminds me of the True Lab soundtrack.
Yeah.
Where did this doll come from? This isn't my doll, but it looks familiar for some reason.
That was super creepy. Take it with you! That's essentially taking like a spy camera or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
Where's that tiny...
A small chair.
It's way smaller than it used to be, right?
Yeah, it's shrunk. The radio won't turn on. There's nothing in the fridge. The stove isn't working. I shouldn't eat this. You ate. Same, girl. You feel sick. Aw. That's why she's still alive. She keeps eating sugar.
That's true.
It's giving her a little bit of energy to walk around the house.
We forgot to give her sugar the last few days, though. Just day one. Oh no, the mirror's gonna be so creepy, isn't it?
It's just shattered.
Oh, okay, that's fine. What did she freak out about?
I think it was just that it's shattered.
Now there's like 2 dryers instead of a washer and a dryer, I think. I don't know if that matters. But they didn't look exactly the same,
No, yeah, there's
right?
2 washers.
Or 2 washers.
Wasn't this a dryer before? Yeah. Well.
I think we have to try her parents' room.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll go in.
It's super warped.
An open journal. The previous pages are all torn out, but the last page, this is Mom's handwriting. If you find this journal, my little star, I'm sorry we couldn't tell you one last goodbye. I know you haven't found your confidence yet, but I know deep inside a strong and brave girl sleeps. I wish we could have been able to see you all grown up. If you find a way out, please move on without us. I think it's a little too late for us. I wish with all my heart that we can meet again in another time, another place. Please know we love you very much. Whatever happens to us, we will never forget you. I'm proud to have been your mother. I'm proud of you, my daughter. This is... It can't be. be somewhere. Fuck, I clicked too soon. You need my help. I have to.
Shoot.
I have to find them. Aww, baby.
I feel really bad we killed our snake.
I don't think you can not kill her snake.
We don't know that. Whoop. Whoop. Oh.
Maybe he's in your room?
Mm-hmm.
There's
right.
the man. It's you.
It's me.
Do you know where my parents are? Oh, back to the normalish music.
I think you already know the answer. They're gone. To a place they can't willingly return from.
No.
As things are, you'll never see them again.
No! No, it's not true. They're not gone. They can't be. No.
Well, they may be gone from this world, but it isn't too late to save them.
Huh? How can that be? I thought you said they were...
From this world, yes. There's nothing that can be done. But if you're willing to take a chance, you may be able to find a way to save them. There is a world beyond this one that you seem to already be somewhat familiar with. A world that you've depicted in these crude drawings of yours. It seems like, because of her, you've established a link to that world. It wouldn't be very hard to create a path for you there.
There is a world like that? So it really exists?
However, in stepping through this path, you can never return to this life. Can you take this step knowing you may never be able to return?
If there's a way to save them, then I have no choice.
Honestly, her life sucks.
Yeah.
There is a chance that in doing this, you will slowly lose every attachment you have to this world. I figure most of that doesn't bother you, but what might upset you is that it includes the memories of your parents. With this risk in mind, will you take this step? Do you think even without the memories of this world, you'll be able to save them?
I could lose the memories of Mom and Dad? No! These memories, they're my everything!
Stay behind and you can hold on to your memories forever. In an endless, abyssal chasm.
How can I save them if I won't remember them? What sort of options are these? Do you know why all this is happening? Do you know what caused all of this?
I believe I do. There's an influence from a large unstable power in a world not too far from here. It's likely that's what's causing this world to collapse on itself. Or perhaps this world was never stable to begin with. Maybe this world has been unwinding itself from the start.
If all of this is happening, why are you here? Why would you come to a decaying world?
Curiosity. I stumbled upon this small world in my search for someone. This one I suspect caused all of this. Or, I guess, the one who may be making the decay of this world accelerate. I was intrigued by this place's miserable fate and came to see this world to its end. I was surprised to find there was anyone left. There isn't much time for you left either if you stay here. You too will soon be drawn into the depths of an endless chasm. you find yourself unable to stay awake for very long. Isn't that right? I don't really care either way if you choose to go or not. There's someone I'd like to return to soon, so this will be our last meeting and your last chance to escape from here. Will you leave this world?
If you stay, you die. So that's game over.
Enjoying your snake.
I'll go. I need to take that chance. If there's a way I can save them. Maybe... Yes. Deep in my heart, I'll make sure I hold on to their memories. There's no way I'll let myself forget.
You've made a wise decision. Step through this door and don't look back. Perhaps we'll meet again someday. Maybe you'll even get to meet her. Until then, farewell.
Who's her?
Someone cute. A furry.
Oh, her furry girl. Yeah. I think I'm doing the right thing. I have a feeling my dreams and happiness will come true the moment I walk through this door. I'm going to leave now. Goodbye, Melody. Aww.
Melody's not even in the cage.
Goodbye, Mom. Goodbye, Dad. I'll never forget you. That snake is dead.
That snake's banned. I like how it's like everyone in the world died, and then the snake, and then like she would be next. Why did her snake last so long? This animation's really nice.
Furry.
We're furry in this world.
By Temmie Chang. Wait, is this the end? Or is this just the credits before playing the rest of the game?
I think it's the credits before the rest.
I think Mom and Dad wanted this for me. For me to live on towards a brighter world. Still, I can't believe my eyes. This outside world before me. It's all so beautiful. End?
Oh.
Huh.
That's the end, I guess.
Okay. Wait, so you don't get to rescue the parents?
Oh, wait.
Oh, what is this? Oh, look!
Oh, no,
it's the annoying dog!
Or a dog. That's a dog?
I don't know, it looks like the annoying dog from Montreal.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, good job! You found the secret room! You must have some questions, right? I'm not doing anything particularly important right now, so feel free to ask me anything you'd like. Who are you? I'm Temmie, the creator of this game. I draw, illustrate, pixel animate right now, I guess. I made sound effects in-game using a cute program. Behold! Please hire me, I need work. Same, Temmie, same. Anyway, please ask away. Do you have any more questions? This is directed at you. Insert player name here. How did I know you were? Insert player name here. Well, I'm pretty awesome. I do say so myself. Oh, you're a cat. Haven't you always been? What else do you want to know? It's probably confusing, right? She stepped into a new world. However, because she was influenced by abnormalities from her decaying world, she was shifted into a demon. This is partially a premise for the game I want to... Oh! This is
okay.
So that's why this is
like
free.
a demo. Okay, that's neat.
Well, that game is much more ambitious, and I don't know how long it'll take me. I hope you get to see it someday soon. Anyway, I think she prefers being this way anyway. It really is a new start for her. Also, it's very similar to what she always wished to be anyway. It works out. Kind of. Who is that handsome demon man? Think of him as an anti-hero. Sort of. He's not really a good person. I guess in this story he's okay. Someone he wants to return to is Yoki. She'll be the main character of the game I want to make soon. Character causing everything. I'll find out one day if I ever finish that game. I I hope it. Oh. That's it. I'm sorry. There's. Aw.
I thought it was good.
It's meant to be a test game. Oh, really worried when you started this. Hope it doesn't upset you. Aw. You must be eliminated. Be gone. Bye, Temmie.
Oh, no. Can we watch TV? Oh, there's a
play with the
snowball.
ball.
Or just a ball. I don't know why I thought it was a snowball.
It's like a ball of yarn or something. Oh. Seems like there's something to watch. Is it more of that anime?
Well, it's just an eye.
It seems as time has passed. Oh, this isn't a clicky boy. She slowly lost hold of her memories from the last life. However, she's still drawn to the girl she met in her dream.
Yoki, I guess.
Maybe for the wrong reason. Bullshit.
Well,
Maybe one day she might realize and remember. The real reason she's drawn to her. Are they in love? They could totally be in love.
Yeah, but I feel like it could be also like if it's parallel worlds, like it could be her
she's
from
her
another
lonely.
world.
It's her lonely girl
Lonely girls.
component.
Yeah.
It's a familiar doll. Oh, we got into the secret room because we picked up the familiar doll. Maybe.
Oh yeah, probably.
Sam's favorite music. A lot of it seems to be sung by Sam. Oh, old pictures of her eating meat.
Cute.
Howling at the moon. Licking something. I think we've looked at everything.
Yeah. Oh, that was nice.
Alright, that was cute.
That was really cute. I like the art a lot.
Oh. Hello, I don't think I know either of you guys. Oh, someone's looking at our books. Yeah, this is my dad's office because it's really, really fucking hot.
Yes. Heat wave. Oh my gosh, you have a framed picture of Jasper in here?
Yes, we do. I'm pretty sure. This is my
So
dog.
cute.
I don't like him.
He's adorable.
He is, but I just don't like dogs. Well, we've only been streaming for like less than an hour. Well, we can't stop the stream now because I'm not going to get very many watch hours. What do you want to do?
I don't know.
This game is a lot shorter than I thought it would be.
Do you have other things to play?
Let's see. What's in my Steam library? So, new people. Who are you? I usually have like the same people watch every week, so I want to get to know you guys too.
Do I stream at the same time?
Saturday afternoons, generally. It was always at 4 o'clock or 4:30 when it was during the school year, but, I don't know if my computer has the power to do Night in the Woods and OBS at the same time.
Yeah.
I feel like that's not going to be a good idea. I could make you play friendsim.
I mean, I haven't.
Would you be interested in that?
Sure.
Should I start you at the beginning or should I start you with a more fun route? Because the first couple...
Do I need context for anything?
Okay, the basic premise of friendsim is... So you are the Misper Reader. You are the little round soft boy that is... He usually finds guns at stumps and shoots himself in Homestuck Cannon.
Okay.
Yeah, you know him. You are Miss Burrito. You have crashed on Alternia, and you're just trying to make friends.
You've crashed.
Yes, you stole a spaceship and you crashed on Alternia.
Okay. So you just meet a lot of friendsim. Okay.
Yes. It's a dating sim, but it's about friends. But the first couple aren't the most fun. I mean, Ardata and Demon, they're fun. They're a good time, but they're not the best characters of them all.
Okay.
Chrissy didn't get hooked until about the fourth one with Tagora. He's a slimy lawyer boy.
Okay. Oh, is he the one that looks like your dad?
No, that's Galek.
Okay.
Galek is in love with Tagora.
Oh, cute. I don't know who Tagora is.
That is slimy lawyer boy.
Okay.
Yeah, let's play some friendsim. Why don't you just base it off a random ass picture and then we'll see whatever. Just
okay, I'm ready.
Choose a random person. Oh, we can do blank if you want to have sex with a troll.
I don't know about
Super Boost says there's more endings. We could do more endings, or I could make you play
friendsim. I'm fine with either.
I like forcing people to play friendsim.
How many people have you forced?
Oh, there's you. There's Nora. Nora didn't like it, but I'm gonna force her to play Volume 8 next week because it's gonna be the 1 year anniversary of Volume 8, and that's the best volume.
Okay. That's cute. It's the 50th year anniversary of the moon landing.
Yeah, my dad was getting really mad because on the radio every song was about the moon, and he was getting tired of it.
See, knowing your dad, I expected it to be your dad getting upset because someone wasn't respecting something, or everyone kept talking about the moon landing but getting one word wrong or something. Not just not liking the music.
I should probably update.
So that's us, the little pillowy boy.
Yes, pillowy boy. Yeah, I should update my words.
Finn?
Yep, that's the point. Fun.
Fun.
There we go. Now it's more accurate a representation. Alright. So. You know Homestuck, you already know Alternia, you know the quadrants, you don't need to start from the beginning to get the context.
Okay.
So.
Oh, so do you work your way through different blood colors? Or
no, it's just
not really.
Two people you happen to run into. So this one you get an evil YouTuber and a meat boy. In this one you get a stoner streamer and a girl who uses your blood for paint.
Cool.
Cowgirl and mom.
Ooh, I would maybe be interested in Cowgirl and mom.
Skyla's good. Skyla's red is good. Here you get Slimy Lawyer Boy and Plain Boy, who I don't care at all about Vicare. He fucking sucks.
Okay.
He's fine as he's just a boring character.
Alright.
Assassin and the worst character ever. He's the worst character. We've all met that one boy who just wants in your pants so bad and tries being woke to get in your pants.
Oh my God.
That's Zebra.
Okay. His name is Zebra?
Yeah.
Like the animal?
Yeah. But
an extra Z or something.
A Z,
or an extra E.
Spelled BRUH, zebra.
Oh,
he's a bruh.
Of course. Okay. Not him then.
Lesbian and two gremlins in a dumpster.
That also sounds like it could be interesting.
Oh, they are very interesting. Art theft and punches people.
That looks fun too.
Best girl, singer. You've heard the Chixie rap.
Right.
Weeb, clown. guy who writes RPF and other weeb.
Okay. Yes.
She's seen my stream highlights. Girl with knife. She will stab you if you steal her girlfriend or her crush.
Okay.
My dad. Gremlin.
My dad.
Cryptid who lives in a tree. Chrissy. Cleaning lady. Clown. Stoner. Warrior cat fan.
Okay. Looks Nepeta-esque.
She's very Nepeta-esque. She's adorable. Communist. Clown.
Why are there so many clowns?
Well, there's as many clowns as there are Jade Bloods. Emo kid. Punches you. You fuck him. 2 clowns.
Okay, let's...
Which one do you want?
I think we should either do the one with the garbage people, the dumpster people.
Let's do one. Yes, we're doing Follicle and Kuprum. Armed with your fresh heaps of hard-won cultural knowledge, you continue on your journey. Troll life sure is complicated, not to mention troll romance. You really aren't interested in getting into all of that. Your life is complicated enough, and adding an additional level of angst on top of that does not sound ideal. Friendship is about all you can handle right now. And boy, do you love to handle it.
I love that. Enthusiasm.
Just get your fingers all up in there and squish that shit around.
Disgusting, but I like it.
We're doing Folly Coop. Wandering deeper into the city, you wash up on the shores of what looks like the rougher part of town. Comparatively, everything about Alternia is rough, but down here the streets get narrower, dingier, the buildings are run down. Streetlights flicker and the patrolling drones look less inclined to serve and protect and more likely to shoot you and claim it was self-defense. Poignant.
Damn.
You haven't seen any tracks, but if you had, this place could definitely be on the wrong side of them. Again, emphatically, you don't know what you're talking about. Everything you know has been gleaned from exceedingly painful trial by fire, but this looks like the sort of place no one cares about except the people who live there. A noisy group of trolls spills out onto the street up ahead, and you quickly duck behind a row of garbage cans.
Who made this game?
I think this route was written by... who wrote Fallout? Oh, Aisha wrote this one.
But, like, overall, like, who made friendsim?
Combination of Aisha Farah, Lalo Hunt,
Just fans or people that are part of the company?
They're fans that Hussey hired to write in his wake.
Nice.
And yeah, it's drawn by Shelby and Amber Craig, who worked on the comic earlier. Adrian Garcia, otherwise known as Papers Everywhere. She used to be a popular artist and she also draws for Hive Swap and a couple other people whose names I can't remember, but it's like a big list of credits, and most of them are just former fans or current fans that Hussey just pays to be part of the comic.
Will be you someday. Maybe.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping one day he'll see Time's Apprentice and be like, hey, I can sponsor that.
I feel like you'll easily surpass Hussey in the world of being a professional genius.
Well, I'm not trying to make webcomics, though, so I feel like I can't battle Hussey on a ground that he's not battling on. Like, what would happen if Andrew Hussey made a musical?
I don't know if it would be very good.
Exactly.
It would be very complicated. There would be many acts.
Seven,
the last act would be very...
It would be split into 6 other acts.
Yeah.
You've recently become gun-shy around groups, especially since most of these guys look fancy and are wearing symbols in varying shades of blue. Not to generalize, but blue bloods are starting to freak you out. Everyone here messes with you, but the higher castes do with a government sanction. These particular blue bloods all look as lost as you did several friends ago, gazing around in varying flavors of bemusement and frustration. They glance nervously between each other and the looming buildings on either side. I'll do Follicle, you do Kuprum.
Okay, is Kuprum the...
That's Kuprum, that's Follicle.
Okay. What voice? Like low man?
Like nasally man. That's valid. With a hot jolt of adrenaline, you realize you aren't the only person hiding in a pile of garbage. There's someone else. 2 someones, actually. What you initially take as one large lumpy troll resolves on second glance as 2 smaller trolls, a girl and a boy. The girl is clinging to the boy's back like a very greasy sloth. It looks like a pretty precarious position in your opinion. You've recently become an expert in falling down. You get pushed off a lot of things.
Right.
They're both skinny and stringy, and damn, you thought that smell was from garbage, but it might be them.
Whoa, Blue's just busy living their pathetic lives.
He's based off 4chan speak. Are people... Oh. Right. I gotta... Oh, it's Spody. Hello, Spody. What are... It was a massive bra moment. Dude, in order. Cave story. Huh. I don't know what that is. Oh, cool. Oh, thank you for popping in, Spody, even if I didn't see you come in. How many people are on? Oh, 2. I must have lost the people who came for Escaped Chasm. That's honestly valid. I'm gonna make this a little smaller so I can see when we get people.
Smart. Walking out of their hives, straight into our trap.
Idiots never see it coming. You ask if they mean the trolls out on the street. Probably you should just mind your own business, but when the fuck have you ever done that before? Also, it's nice to see someone besides you getting mocked for once. You kind of want to join in on the mocking.
Who the fuck are you?
Wait,
oh no, that's you.
Who the fuck are you? I did a video of her and the cleaning lady, like, in a relationship. And they're actually canon, but, yeah, the cleaning lady dunks her in a bucket of water to wash her because she doesn't get washed enough.
Sweet.
It's called Follicle Takes a Bath, and it's on my YouTube.
I hate that this name looks like that and it's pronounced follicle. I'm like, I don't love the word follicle.
That's valid. Honestly, when the troll call trolls came, I'm gonna turn this down because as great as this music is, it's very obtrusive. It's supposed to sound like 2 greasy teens making out with you in a dumpster, and it does it very, very...
So you have to date both of them? Or friend them both?
You have to friend them both, but you only have to kiss one of them.
You have to kiss one of them?
Which one would you rather kiss?
I don't know.
It depends on the route. You don't have to kiss them.
Okay.
But that one's the more amusing route. Where do you come from?
A trash creature. I can't remember what voice I was doing. I was trying to do like British, like slummy. I don't know. But you think I should do more nasal? But you're doing
a trash creature born out of trash. I know. My voice isn't doing so well today.
Born out of trash. Lol. I feel like it's a guy's voice though.
Well, so much for not getting mocked. These 2 are probably equal opportunity mockers, though. They mock everyone, kind of like Philippa is with murder. There's a character that you meet in the previous episode who is an assassin, and her whole thing is she kills everybody equally. She'll kill high bloods and low bloods. She doesn't care.
Great. I like that kind of fairness.
They keep sniggering. You can't help but thinking you're being called out.
Do I get to make the decision?
Yeah.
But will you give me a hint if it's the wrong decision to make?
I don't remember which one's the...
I feel like if you stick up for yourself, they'll mock you more. And if you take it lying down, they'll probably also mock you more.
I think, well, there's a short end. I think take it lying down is the long end. You want the longer end, because you get more. You never thought about what a weirdly sexual idiom that is. Regardless, you decide to swallow your protest. Hey, that's pretty sexual also. Thanks, English. Oh, I think this is the wrong ending. You don't want to start out a friendship with hostility. If you had parents, they'd have told you 2 wrongs don't make a right. You could argue it isn't worth trying to befriend people who are open with insults, but that's just how people are here. You gotta roll with it or get out of town. And since you literally can't go anywhere, you'll just roll. And you really want more friends. Addiction is a powerful thing. You admit that you don't have a lusus, and that you're pretty much used to insults these days. You include an affected shrug to demonstrate just how easily everything rolls off your back. You add a contrite little kick at the pavement and hang your head, even if you aren't quite sure what you did wrong.
Lol lol lol. I don't remember what I was doing. Rusty dunks on their own damn self.
Oh, this is the right end, yeah.
Don't have to do shit.
This could be kind of relaxing for us. The girl turns her weird spidery face towards you. You should come hang out.
Wait, what? You want to hang out with this bottom feeder? They look like a huge drag. I already have enough dead weight with your ass to drag around.
Oh man, you really hit the jackpot with these guys. 2 friends for the price of 1. To answer your earlier question that you may have forgotten you asked, Cooper hacked their Palm Husk GPS to bring them down here.
Idiots can't do shit without their fancy tech.
The blue bloods are all arguing now. Somebody throws a punch. You figure it's a good prank, if a little mean-spirited. Follicle stops yanking Coopram's hair and looks at you.
Wow, you really are pretty basic. Hey, Coopram.
She gives his hair another yank, like it's Reins and he's her horse. Oh, I need to plug this computer in. If I can find my daddy's plug, since we're not where my plug is. That's his dongle. There we go. Coopram grins, showing a bunch of big, blunt teeth. He raises a hand that crackles with white-hot energy. Your stomach clenches and your feet leave the pavement, just enough for your toes to drag along the ground as you float over to them. For a few seconds, you have zero control over your body. Coopram lets go, and you land hard enough on your heels to make your ankles twinge. One of the flickering streetlights shines down on Follicle's face. What you had initially taken as deep-set eyes are actually no eyes. They're black holes in her face. It looks super creepy and also super painful.
Yeah, so what? You think I just have eyes like some kind of normie?
You would never accuse her of that. That isn't even really a word you have in your lexicon.
Lol.
He keeps doing that, saying the word instead of laughing. It's actually a hell of a power play.
Goddamn idiot doesn't know a case of void draw when they see it. Have you never met a gold blood before?
You have, but you aren't sure if Sarava counts. They're an internet celebrity, for one thing. For another, they have eyes. Well, one eye. And the other wasn't lost to void rot, whatever the hell that is. Sarava scoops out their own eye.
Never use the word scoop around the word eye, please.
You wonder if that's why she's on top of Coopram. He's some kind of combination steed and seeing eye dog.
Void rot means my body doesn't retain energy like it's supposed to. Just look it up on Gorgle. It means I'm dying constantly, all the time.
You almost point out that technically everyone is dying all the time, but you sense this isn't really the moment for fake deep fuckery. That really sounds like it blows, though. You tell her how sorry you are.
What do you mean? Why would you be sorry? You didn't do anything. Besides stand there, looking ugly.
Idiot thinks it makes a difference. Like, what they think actually matters. Lol, lol, lol. Can't wait for Triza to take this one down to the coal fields for a little R&R.
Triza is the,
assassin?
No, she is the, heiress. Since this this is a prequel, so it's before Feferi was the heiress.
Gotcha.
Rest and relaxation? That sounds nice, actually.
Rampage and rending.
Wow. And here was me thinking we could get through a whole conversation without bringing up precious Triza.
Lol, Triza rules. I love Triza.
I know, dipshit. You rack your recent memories, trying to figure out if you know what a Triza is, or who.
Triza is basically the third member of this relationship, considering how goddamn horny you are. To get her cybernetic tentacles up in you.
Wow.
What? Is that supposed to make me feel bad? Sounds great, actually.
You watch too much Eastern Alternate pornography.
It'll be way better than sitting around with you. Always sucking me dry.
This sure is something you're witnessing right here. It must be that black rom stuff Zebra had briefly filled you in on. You cock a hip and compliment them on their obviously incredibly healthy pitch romance they got going on here. Because everyone knows there's nothing two people in a lover spout love more than someone interrupting them to spout random bits of cultural knowledge. That separates them, metaphorically at least. Physically, Follicle stays clean to Coopram's back.
Wrong again, fuckbulge.
We're pale.
So pale.
Oh, pale. That's the nice one. The petting one, where you talk about your feelings and then don't have sex.
What? You got something to say?
I think you should insult them.
I think so too.
You mentioned just offhandedly, chill as hell, that maybe they might have a few things they need to work on. No pressure or anything. Just, this is the sort of stuff a helpful friend does. Mention shortcomings and crappy relationship dynamics. Having friends is great! The light glitters on Coopram's goggles, even as it's sucked into the black hole of follicles and not eyes.
You calling me out? You coming into my hive and spouting this shit?
You point out that this is a trash heap, though you don't want to judge. You might have a trash heap hive.
figure of speech. Kind of like go fuck yourself.
Both of them look pissed, but Cooperm looks extra pissed.
I know what this is. You're out to steal my girl. You really think you can give Fall what she needs? What she craves?
It's making it sound like a fetish rather than a medical condition. Maybe it's both.
You really want to come at me, motherfucker?
The hairs on the back of your neck stand on end. That's how loud he yells. Or maybe it's the crackles of energy slowly emanating from his pores and building like a sine wave. At first you think it's just you, but just you finally cracking under all the pressure, but it's really happening. The glow of white-hot electricity rolls up his arms and shoulders and into Follicle, where it travels over the length of her body and centers where her eyes should be. She shivers and lets out a short, slightly lewd sound. Her hands tighten in Cooper's wild hair. Man, you really shouldn't be watching this. You're blushing with something fierce. Miss Burrito is horny. But, okay, you'd think you kind of get what's going on. It's a kind of symbiosis. His energy overflows when he gets upset, and Follicle sucks up that energy to treat her void rot. He's her giant battery. I had canon that she just fucking eats AAA batteries. There's
I like that.
Yeah, there's in the video I was telling you about with Follicle takes a bath. She's just chewing some things like.
You don't think they're double D batteries?
Oh, maybe they are. It's just a bag of batteries, but I mean, double D batteries are like big.
You want to do that on camera?
Who's even watching right now? Oh, yep, still got 2. Boom. You remember Saraba mentioning that powerful Goldbloods have a tendency to get harvested for their energy? Maybe Cooperm is one of those powerful psychics.
He wishes. Triz is gonna chew him up and spit him out. Then I'm really gonna have to find another sucker to leech off.
Follicle is looking at you, considering. Well, you aren't exactly sure if she can see you. Definitely not with her eyes, since she doesn't have those. Maybe she's like a cricket? Don't they hear with their legs or some horseshit like that?
What? This guy? Please.
Sure, why not? I'm getting sick of your shit anyway.
Oh god, are they breaking up right in front of you? Follicle crawls off Cooper's back and starts across the filthy alley floor towards you, scuttly and bug-like. And now, instead of yelling, Cooperm is sniggering. Actual laughter, not lols. That's a good sign, right? It's great when friends can laugh together, especially when shit gets awkward.
You think you can power me the way I need?
Whoa, she's right in your face. She really needs a shower, but you don't have room to talk. It's been a long time since Tagora's ablution track. Besides, judging someone based off their personal hygiene is shallow, right? It's what's on the inside that counts. Yeah, you're sure that sort of thing makes you deep. Seriously, you have so much love to give. Friend love is what you are all about. Maybe this is all what that desperation's been leading up to. The slow raising of your friendship level in order to reach this peak of unbelievable bro power. To free this young Goldblood from codependent relationship, you've been conditioning your body, putting it through its paces, building up a tolerance to bullshit and just bathing in metaphorical resonance. Follicle kisses you. Wow, that's friendly. Lots of people kiss their friends. You're pretty sure? Maybe? Yeah. You're super progressive. This is fine. You sort of wish that the first alien tongue you've had in your mouth didn't taste like Cheetos, but you can't have everything in this life. But holy shit, you're doing it! You feel a rush of energy flow through you, lighting up your whole body and pouring into Follicle, filling her to the brim with the power she needs. The power she craves. God, you are the best friend ever. It's you. You rock. You are seriously...
Lol.
Or...
Lol, 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 lol.
The best.
Lol, 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 lol.
Oh, son of a bitch. You feel something warm on the back of your neck, and Cooperm was giggling right next to your ear. Somehow, while you were busy kissing his girlfriend, he snuck up from behind and started kissing you, too.
No. Both?
Well, more just putting his mouth on you and moving his tongue around. He must be feeding psychic energy into you, which Follicle is sucking out of your mouth. They're using you like a goddamn copper wire. You could maybe be into it if you weren't behind a dumpster, and if you were looking for anything more than just some good old-fashioned wholesome friending.
Cooper, fuck off, don't help. You aren't involved in this.
Cooperm is still laughing, and he's adding the lulls back in, which you like even less when they're pressed against your neck. He steps back, and the flood of energy lets up. You go from feeling like a light bulb to feeling like a steadily deflating balloon. Follicle kisses you again. It still tastes like Cheetos, but also like dying. Your entire body has been placed in a juicer, and a giant is squeezing down. Your muscles twitch and drool and and drool drips out of the corner of your mouth. Falkle must be the only thing holding you up, because when she steps back, you slump to your knees and go down on your side. Your fall is broken by some old rotting fruit. Cool. Falkle stands silhouetted against the streetlight in all her greasy glory.
Thanks, Normie. That'll hold me for maybe like the next 15 minutes.
A fog closes in on you as you lie on that filthy pavement. Is it the fog of death, or just impending unconsciousness? You don't know. One thing is for sure, though. It's not the fog of impending friendship.
No!
Rip.
Did we just die because she did that?
She makes out with you to death.
Oh my gosh, look at how dead he looks. Like, the sunken cheekbones.
He dies a lot.
Sweat.
Yeah, he
the,
does
like,
a lot.
Weird lip lines that imply they're sunken in.
Yeah.
Oh, poor little guy.
Do you want to play the good end now?
Of them?
Or do you
or
want
of just
You can play
anyone?
a different one if you want.
Yeah, let's play someone else.
Alright.
So far, I've only seen him on the ground.
Fun one. What you feeling?
I don't know, we could do someone more, we could do best girl.
Let's do best girl. Best girl. Another night, another ramble. A classic song comes back to you as you continue on your way. Some of that good old earth wisdom about a specific kind of footwear being made for walking. You wish you had that kind of footwear right now in this current chapter of your life, or any footwear for that matter. You've definitely learned your lesson about getting overexcited at the prospect of new friends, and running out in nothing but a bathrobe. Oh, who are you kidding? Maybe not in that particular bathrobe way, but chances are high that wasn't the last time you'll fly off into the buoyant afterglow of an intense friendgasm.
Yikes.
Just up ahead, you see a troll leave her hive, muttering to herself. She's holding an unstable mountain of papers and books with one arm, using her free arm to hold a mug steady. She isn't paying attention to you, which is fine. Don't get it twisted, you'd love to make another friend, you just understand now that it's a weird, flighty thing. Some trolls you mesh with, some you don't. You smile at her just in case, but then she walks right by you without stopping. You shrug. This planet is chock full of friendable weirdos. You'll live. You only take a few more steps before the sound of her absolutely eating shit on the sidewalk makes you turn. It happens fast enough you only really see the aftermath of appended books and papers raining down in an impressively wide circle around her. Globes. Damn-ass rock.
Why is globes their swear?
Shame globes. It's balls.
Ah. Weird. Okay.
Yeah. She sits up, but that's as far as she bothers to get. After taking a sip from her mug, which somehow must have stayed level in her grip during her fall, she sighs and gets to work gathering it all back up with her free hand. Yeah, this checks out as a thing that would happen to me. It's not like I have anything else to be doing. You've seen a teen movie or two in your day. You know this trope. The cool kid helps the unpopular nerd after they fall like a chump and embarrass themselves. Then slowly the pair establishes trust. By the time the credits roll, they've gone and fallen in love. Not that you necessarily want to fall in love, or that you're under the delusion that you are in any way cooler than her, but still, it's tried and true. And also, like, a pretty standard decent person thing to do. So like the decent person you hope to be, you skedaddle on over. You stop short just in front of her wide-flung ring of items. You want to make sure she's not going to yell at you or murder you or anything before you interfere. What? JK, I busted ass. I know, it's a scene. Well, what are you waiting for? Be a good bystander and stop standing by. She gestures kind of all around her, and that's confirmation enough. You bend to pick up a heavy-looking book, and there it is, emblazoned right on the cover. A gavel, a humongo fucker of a judgment implement too, with spines all around the handle. Dread creeps up your spine. You slowly slide your gaze from the book's cover to its owner. She doesn't have any ostensibly blood-colored themed clothes on, though, wow, she's sporting socks and sandals. Maybe you are cooler than her after all. But the very prominent eye bags are tinged teal. Ah, globes. A lawyer. It's not that you don't appreciate your one lawyer friend for who he is, it's just you aren't sure you have it in you to sneak your way into the heart of another. You got kinda lucky last time. The scales of judgment in your heart start weighing your chances. If you do that, the game ends.
Yeah,
so.
I can pick up more papers, of course.
Yeah. You start making neat piles of all her stuff. After watching you for a second like she's making sure you're not screwing it up, she dramatically heaves herself to her feet and joins in the effort. I don't have time for this shit. Make sure to keep the B-34s together in my red folder. You look down at your current pile. B, that's the one with the little hook on top, right? Or is that G? Sweat pricks at your temples. You've picked up a little bit of written Alternian here and there, but you're not anywhere near competent at it.
They still have B's in their language.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sifting through the papers. Oh, hello! RC Random 24 has subscribed to me. Thank you. I don't know if you're watching, but if you are, thank you. Sifting through the papers, you search for anything familiar. You make out a few words, but there are just a lot of those little guys on these papers, and you've got performance anxiety. Oh, right. You probably still can't read. You look up at her, startled. How can she tell? Well, I mean, you don't look much like a troll. It isn't exactly a gargantuan mental leap to assume you're not from here. But also I've heard about you. You straighten up. Any press is good press when it comes to friends discussing you, right? Tails talk. Oh! Unfortunately. Oh. She puts her mug down on the ground and picks up a fallen book, talking as she flips to whatever page she's looking for. Little asshole's gonna have even more unfortunate crap to say to me when he finds out I set us all back by dropping half our group project in a ditch. She paces in flustered circles until she finds a bookmark among the debris. Flicking a wet leaf off of it, she shoves it in the open spine of the book and slams it closed. Ugh, whatever. I can't think about that yet. Gotta get all this back in order first. Right, yeah, the ordering of stuff. You keep at it, doing the best you can to keep similar-looking things together. You can feel her eyes on your back, and you turn to face judgment. You basically got it right, actually. You did say you were quick at the draw. I'm Tisius, by the way. She doesn't so much smile at you as grimace. It looks mostly pleased, as exhausted expressions go. That's as good friendship-building material as any other. You've certainly started with worse than being complimented. The breeze plays at the ends of her frizzy hair, ruffling a few pages while it's at it. Now that you aren't frantically trying to prove your helpfulness and have a moment to think, you don't know if the sidewalk is the best place to be starting from scratch with a whole filing system. Oh! Hi, Marcus Aldon! Thank you for showing up. And yes, we are doing some random-ass friendsim routes because Rosie's never played friendsim before.
It's true.
And also, Escaped Chasm was very short. I wasn't expecting it to be so short. Now that you aren't, filing system, you open your mouth to tell her as much when a huge papa gust follows in Breeze Jr.'s wake, blowing the neat stacks back into chaos. Another grubbing. She sinks slowly back down into the snow globe of paper, takes a long sip from her mug sitting next to her, and then tilts her head back and unleashes a single, deep gut holler. You scuttle around, catching documents out of the air until the gust is gone. It's not that Tisius doesn't seem capable, it's just that she seems a bit burnt out. You know what it's like to feel like you're at the end of your rope. So now that you have a swinging grab at a handle on things here, you feel like it's your turn to do the heavy friendship lifting. This one, you get a fun cameo, and the fodder for a ship that no one ships except me. No one else likes Tisgora except me. And this one, you get, well, did I ever tell you the weird coincidence with this? I haven't talked about this game with you before.
That it's similar to your one of your characters?
Yes.
Yes. I was thinking that.
Yes.
This character seems very similar
It's
to a
Teresa!
certain judge.
Like, no, seriously, if you play that route, so I wrote Teresa's, like, I wrote work, the dialogue and lyrics for work. The night of July 23rd last year. This came out on the 24th.
Whoa.
I know. I was so proud of my stuff that I had written. I was like, oh my god, Teresa's gonna be like arguing with two law students. There's gonna be like nasty law student discourse, and she's gonna be talking about changing the judicial system from the inside. And then this happened.
And she's kind of the same. Like, fed up with other people's shit and like ready to change stuff.
Yes.
But like burnt the fuck out because she's the only one like working towards it.
Okay, also, like, so she is, she's dating this one girl who's a very peppy, loud mom type, aka like Chrissy.
Yeah.
And she's very sleepy, burnt out, tired, and wants revolution type, like me. I am convinced Lalo Hunt looked in our dorm room, saw Chrissy, like, reading a book while doing a wall sit and talking my ear off, and me half asleep on top of my keyboard, trying to write a revolution musical, And he was like, that's my characters.
I like it. I mean, no wonder you think this is the best girl.
Yes. Also, tired characters are always best characters.
Yeah, she's just like, I'm very empathetic.
Yeah.
This girl is trying her best. Okay, well, let's do...
We're gonna do the top one because that has ancestor lore.
Ooh, stuff I don't remember.
Well, you saw my musical,
It's
so
true.
you do remember it enough.
I do.
You know a breaking point when you see one. You weren't expecting it so early in a potential friendship encounter, but still, it's clear this troll needs some time to chill. This is a mess, yeah? She swings the pendulum of her chin over to glare deadened knives at your guts. Okay, yes, it's a mess, but it seems like maybe, just perhaps, it would be best to sort of put a pin in it all, to suck air in and out of our insufflation sacs or whatever, and just get it together for a minute. No group projects were ever aced when the clear leader was not at her peak mental performance. She wrinkles up her nose and closes her eyes. You know what? Fine. Fuck it. Not all of it, of course, but this night specifically, and everything and anyone I know or have thought extensively about before in my life. So that just leaves you. What do you have in mind, friend? Because I'm all out of ideas. That word still does a number on you, no matter how many times you hear it used flippantly.
Wow. We're friends.
You have an idea already, so you hurriedly gather her shit into extremely unorganized piles, which she drops off into her hive to deal with later. You half expect her to not come back out, but she does. She's kept only one heavily annotated tome and her mug, which she nods at when she speaks. I know, but these are for just in case. Anyway, do your worst. With a salute and a few gentle tugs at Tisius' sleeve to keep her moving, you get going. You and your Alternian pals have taken turns leading each other to some pretty wild places in your time here. The first episode you go on a meat adventure. You just walk around the streets until you find a meat locker.
Excellent.
The place you take Tisius to, though, is somewhere you haven't shared with anyone. It's where you come back to on days where you can't find a friend or don't want to impose on any of the ones you've made. It's on the outskirts of town where the buildings are spread thinner until the landscape cuts upward in a jagged cliff face. Bolted into the side of the rock is a tower, or what's left of one. It's basically a heap of scaffolding and rusted-out ladders holding up a half-covered platform, but it's been a good place to staunch bleeding and stargaze.
Staunch bleeding? This poor guy. Maybe he's not that poor.
He gets very injured a lot.
Rough.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, the last route you saw, he literally has all his energy sucked out of him.
That's true. He, literally died,
Yeah.
it seemed, so...
Did I give off an outdoorsy vibe to you? Does my half-untucked button-up and paltry muscle mass scream, would love to scurry up a dilapidated relic? You'd worry about her hating your plan, but you kind of feel like she'd complain no matter where you took her. At this point, the die is cast, so heave-ho, you say, it's stronger than it looks. You offer to hold her stuff for her during the ascent. She gives you the book, but clutches the mug against her chest. You know better than to pry, but you're dying a little wondering why she's so weird about it. Unless she's got liquor made from viscera in there. Or maybe her Lucis gave her the mug, so it's special? Could be both. You shrug and start climbing. Like you thought she would, she follows you, and like before, she complains about it the whole time. And like the structure itself, you both weather it fine. At the top, she looks around. Is this your hive? It's more like a hideout. You still feel a little shy about it. It's not as fancy as your friends' hives. You don't have any weird animal parent to make you snacks or anything. There's only little keepsakes you've picked up along the way, set up on a creaky old table next to some complicated old tech you couldn't get to power on. This must be an old watchtower. From when that was part of her imperial bitchiness's preferred method of surveillance. She runs a hand over the dusty screen. Oh, Trissa? You learned about her. No. Oh, fuck. Her bigger, badder off-world counterpart, the Congus. Close menu. There we are. You look at the rusted barrel of some terrifying weapon, mounted in the corner, and then out over the landscape in its sprawling town. In the distance, smoke rises from a freshly demolished hive. Glinting in the moonlight, drones circle it like buzzards. It's been like this here for a while, then. You sit down, your legs dangling off the side of the platform. Tisius joins you, a safe distance away from the edge. That is one hell of an understatement. But yeah, we've got a time-honored status quo in operation here. Streamlined. Efficient. Brutal. Tisius looks miserable. That's not what you were going for. You summoned up the old Roji Biv in your head for the 1000th time. She should be safe, right? Teals are middle class? Anyway, she's a lawyer. She's got powers that be on her side. Saying so doesn't seem to cheer her up at all. I mean, you're You're not wrong. But being in a position to benefit from the system doesn't make the system more morally palatable. And if I'm being real about it, it's more me being forced to uphold it than anything else. She nods towards the book in your hands. Oh, right. How does this all work? Anyway, can she just not be a lawyer? Aren't there good ones? Yeah, I can quit if I want to be culled. There's always a choice. She sighs. It's not like I expect suffering to ever stop completely. It just seems like an awful lot of work to do to make sure it keeps happening. And that's the entire job of a legislacerator. Unless you're purple enough to get away with it, you're just guilty no matter what. It's all a matter of going through all the fanfare of a trial, all for the same result. It's sick, but it's so normal by now that no one knows how to begin questioning it. She looks more exhausted now than she did during the paper explosion. Like, when you've used up all the sadness and all you have is a deep, broken fatigue. This isn't exactly the rejuvenating getaway you envisioned. There's just so much injustice. You continue to try to be positive. Are there not political parties? Some secret underground movements or anything? Sure, most lowbloods you've met have a healthy fatalistic nonchalance about their situations, but there's gotta be something else out there. There were a few people who tried to stir shit up back in the day. It's all kind of hushed up and hard to find any information on the history of them, though. Definitely not the kind of thing they teach you in legislacerator training. One was a mutant blood, and the other had wings. Kieran and Dante!
Yes!
So I guess they didn't have much of a chance anyway. You can't imagine the story having a happy ending, but you still want to know more. There's the subtlest shift in her tone of voice now that she's doing more than only complaining. It draws you in. One of them seems to have gathered enough of a following to become kind of religious figure from what little I can find about him. The other one led a military revolt. But they were both killed, along with their attempts at change. I don't even know what happened to their compatriots. She stops to squint at you. I don't know how you got me talking like this, but in the fuck it spirit of the night, I'm just gonna keep going. If it wasn't clear, I'm telling you things that can get me extremely cold. So, like, please be chill. You're so chill. The chillest. And also probably pretty cullable yourself. Good point. She squints at you a little longer, and then stares out into the night. Her jaw muscle clenches a few times before she speaks. I have some ideas. She's still not looking at you, but she sits up a little straighter. You feel your spine following suit almost on its own. All of us training to be legislacrators like to practice throwing our weight around. Some of us more than others, which I guess you have first-hand experience with. But we don't have much real power yet. We will, though, if we pass our exams. Which I will. I've been staying up for most days studying every documented piece of the law and some underground stuff too when I find it. There are exploitable loopholes they don't know about. If I can establish myself as a major player, I might have a chance to change things. Some things you can only take apart from the inside out. Teresa!
Yeah, literally.
Teresa!
Plus she needs to pass some exams.
What do you think you're doing here today? Teresa, what does Miss Rose-tinted glasses have to say?
Yeah, all she needs is slightly different glasses.
Yeah, she's Teresa with depression. Or Teresa is Tisius without depression.
This is just Teresa who, like, failed her exams the first, 3 times.
I guess, yeah. By now she's built up a fevered energy, even with the sluggish way she talks. When you shift in your seat, she kind of snaps out of it. Oh, sorry. I guess I got a little worked up. I don't exactly get to talk about this very often. It's kind of overwhelming to think about how fucked up every little thing is all the time. But now that I see it clearly, I can't not do something. It's like Alternia's a giant fire and I'm pissing on a tiny corner of it while the rest of everything burns up around me. You didn't see the Purple Skies song, did you? That was a Twitter-exclusive song that I wrote. Sort of based around this line. Okay. I was supposed to write it was supposed to be a 100-minute song. And, like, there's a bunch of... Yeah, you write it in 100 minutes.
Oh, okay. The song itself is not 100 minutes.
It's 4 minutes long.
Thank God.
But it's like, you have a list of prompts, and it's based off of, like, free write. Like, basically you just do a stream of consciousness free write kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And the prompts that Sar gave us... I've told you about Sar, right?
Yes, of course.
Of course, Sar. The prompts that Sar gave us were, like, you can do it based off anything you're thinking about right now. It could be any emotion you're feeling very strongly, or it could be about a character. And I was like, time to write a song about a character.
Nice.
So I basically ended up writing a song that's Sisyphus being depressed about shit, but also if you don't know about Hive Swap, it's basically just about how much capitalism sucks.
Yeah. I mean, I think the person who created this game probably has something to say. Though it is also commentary on, like, what's happening in Homestuck, which is obviously also, like, a metaphor. The
whole game, they're just sneaking in references to political movements in real life. So, like,
nice.
yeah. The three main writers, Aisha Farah, Lalo Hunt, and CL Kyle. There's a couple else thrown in there that do a couple routes here and there, but those are the three ones that are the most... I mean, Aisha's the one that does the most, but those three people, they are definitely politically minded. So...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Trying to... Yeah. Also, like, one of the biggest influencers in the Homestuck fandom right now, they are currently, like, running for office. In their, like, a local office.
In...
some
a state?
place in California.
Oh, okay.
Some...
Big state.
Lake Haven County something. They have a podcast about running for office. But, yeah. A lot of people in the fandom right now are, like, doing their political shit. I mean, we're all adults now. We're not teenagers. We're just adults that still like the comic and still like the world around it and use it as a metaphor for things. I mean, it is just a metaphor for racism.
Truly.
I mean, that's why Times Apprentice works so well.
Yeah, it's neat.
Yeah!
Good community.
Your brain is buzzing about how real that all felt. You can't really add anything to it, so you just nod. Are things less abysmal where you're from? Oh boy, in ways, yeah. At home, the accused is called a defendant, at least. As in, they get a defense. Her eyes brighten. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And this is what, like, made me, like, be like, oh my god, you read my fucking script kind of thing. Because Teresa specifically wants to bring defense lawyers into the system.
Yeah. That's
Turn
so
around
funny.
their pretense and give the defense when the arrested are tried.
Wow. I think they stole from you, or maybe you stole from them.
This came out the day after I wrote it, though.
I know, but they wrote this, like, probably a few months at least before it came out, right?
So I broke into What Pumpkin headquarters and found their transcript for Volume 8 of friendsim. So I could... Maybe I did.
You might not want to confess this on live. They're gonna come after you.
Well, I'm already illegally using their characters for an original musical.
That's true. Well, illegally. I mean, you didn't, like, make money off of it. True.
Yeah, no, we lost so much money on that. We used $500, maybe got $300 back. Yeah. Jeremy hasn't complained yet.
Okay.
Does your justice system work? You exhale slowly, trying to buy yourself time to encapsulate all your planet's various cultures, societal structures, and similarly overwhelming list of injustices in an intelligent blurb. You settle on, not always, not for everyone. Her laugh is short and hollow. So much for enlightened life forms existing somewhere in the universe. You guess until a more kind and just alien life form comes to take over, you'll just have to make do with each other. Yeah, you're not so bad. I'll take on an oppressive regime with you anytime. She gives your arm an awkward tap with her fist and looks back over the edge. Anyway, I'm no religious figure or military strategist. There's gotta be someone out there who is. Gotta use what skills I have instead, I guess, until I find them. What the fuck else would I do with my time? Keep pissing on the fire is the best anyone can do, you reckon? That and get others hydrated enough to do the same. She laughs. Keep on pissing, huh? I'll drink to that. She takes a big swig from her mug. After a beat, she silently and without looking at you extends her arm your way. You stare in the mug's depth, a little unnerved. It doesn't look like viscera, but you've been burned before. It won't kill you. You're not sure what it will do, but Tizius is truthful, if nothing else. So, bottoms up. What the fuck? It's water. Tizius grins and taps her temple with a claw. Gotta give the people something. Otherwise, they might think I'm the way I am on my own. Then where would we be? You don't know, letting people in can be helpful, you know, sometimes. Shh. I'm fine. You're not convinced. Okay, I'll admit it. It's not a bad idea to relax every once in a while. Get your priorities straight. This was a decent time. You're glad she's glad, but you mostly just talked the whole time about the same stuff that she was overwhelmed by to begin with. Does that even count? You learned a lot, but she still looks pretty wiped. As soon as you think that, she yawns. She's so driven. You shiver a bit when you imagine what she could do if she took time to rest for real. You pat the pile of blankets next to you. It's no bed, or tub of soap or slime for that matter, but it's gotten you through enough. She looks wearily at it and yawns again. I guess my looseness and my mate's pert will just think I'm at the book hive anyway. One little nap won't hurt. I'll get up early tomorrow and reorganize our stupid busy work project. She tentatively lowers herself down onto the blankets. Her eyes close for a brief second before they snap open again, glaring at you with full force. Don't doubt me either. I've got it under control. Oh, you have zero doubts in her abilities, you say. She curls up back against herself, and a small rattle of contentness shakes in her throat. Out in the distance, the blaze is dimmed to a thin plume of smoke. You hope whatever hive it was is okay. You're not sleepy, so you'll keep watch to make sure she gets up by sunrise. You tilt your head back and look up at the unfamiliar constellations. Your head feels full. It's intense, and not exactly what you'd call happy, but you know you're feeling it with her, and that's far from nothing.
Wow,
yeah.
That was so pure.
Yeah!
So
This is why she's best girl. Water thing. That's so sad, but also so relatable. Yeah.
True.
So fucking relatable.
I
wouldn't say it's all downhill from here. Honestly, as much as I love Tisius's route, Volume 17 is the best volume. Because not only do you get Daria's route, which has an equal, if not more, amount of revolutionary activity in it, you get the bad end, Nike's bad end with the existential crisis in it. Like, what's better than existential crisis? There's, I have a whole video.
I don't know what to say to that.
It's a good sequence. If you end up playing, I have a dub of it on my channel, but it's not as powerful if you don't actually play the whole game. But like, yeah. If
so
you
how
ever
many
choose to play.
volumes are there?
18.
18. Okay, so 17's like near the end.
It was basically going on for most of last year. Started April
Okay.
13th and basically lasted all year.
Nice. That is cool.
Yeah.
I like the artwork.
Who did all the things? Let's look at the credits. See if there's any artists you remember from your days of yore.
Days of yore. Probably not. I was never very knowledgeable.
Yeah, but you were still actively in the fandom.
Yeah, as in I read it and I like kept up with.
And
like,
you wrote fic.
theories. Yeah, true. My fic was so good. No, it's
Hey, you still
literally
get-
trash.
Well, yeah, you were 15 or 16. How old? Yeah, 16.
Was I 16?
Yes, you were 16.
Oh yeah, I guess this is sophomore or junior
year
of high school. Yikes.
Yeah, these are all the writers. Lalo Hunt wrote that one. Aisha wrote that one. Geezy is Aisha's dad.
Really?
Yeah, I just love how she roped her dad into writing for
So
Homestuck.
funny.
Also, he's like a 60-year-old Homestuck, which is great.
Yeah.
Makes my mom not feel quite as alone.
Geezy, like old geezer?
Maybe?
Or is it like an actual name?
It's
I
not
don't
his
think
actual
it's
name.
real
He doesn't want to share his name with people, which is
Geezy.
fair enough.
Or like Yeezy, but like an old geezer. So like
Maybe.
it was Geezy on the track.
Yeah, it was Adrian Garcia that did the character. Yeah, it's mostly Amber Craig, Shelby Craig. I don't know if you recognize any of the names, but James Roach's names for things are the funniest.
Why is there just an anime girl?
It's Bowsette.
Oh, it's Bowsette.
It's an Karako's theme is literally called an ASCII image of Bowsette. Like in the fucking I have the soundtrack.
gosh,
In the
I can't
soundtrack, that's what
believe.
it's called. But yeah.
ASCII Bowsette, baby.
Best title is imagine, if you will, a situation wherein I wrote the bulk of the song at 4 a.m. and then woke up only to discover the monstrosity I'd created in my fleeting hubris.
I can relate to that about many things I do at 4 a.m.
Malik's theme is Fortnite funny moments, epic fails, episode 413. The reason he did that is because he knows people re-upload his songs on YouTube. So he wanted to flood the people who do that with people looking for Fortnite things, but instead they got flagged for spam.
Oh
Like,
man, yeah.
It's such a clickbaity title. They were
It
flagged
is
for.
such a
There's
Take me to clown church.
Daria's theme. Trollkind cannot gain anything without first giving something in return. To obtain something of equal value must be love.
So basically the beginning of
Full Metal Alchemist.
yeah, Full Metal Alchemist.
I should
Full Metal
probably
Alchemist.
watch that.
Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah, you should. It's a great show.
I started watching it with Chrissy, but then we left school. And
Brotherhood, though,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Oh, God bless. Such a good show. Honestly, terrifying though.
This one is LMAO. I still don't know if it's Nikki or Nike, like the shoe, not like the name Mike. And then when the soundtrack came out, he renamed it. Turns out it was like the shoe.
Nike.
Yes.
I would have guessed Nikki probably. Nah.
She's. Did you play mixed message? What is mixed messages? I don't know what that is. Any other funny titles?
Beekeeper who?
I don't know. And then yeah, a lot of the music was written by a person that went to IC.
Wow.
I know. I never knew him because he
interesting.
graduated from the comp department the year before I came there. But
Have you ever tried to like use their IC email to get in contact?
that would be weird.
Why?
I don't
We
know.
were encouraged to do that at Cornell. They were like, yeah, like any like businessman, woman who like came from Cornell, like try their like C-mail and see if you can get in touch with them.
What is missed messages? Was that part of the Escaped Chasm game that we missed or something? Huh. Yeah, we played Escaped Chasm in the beginning, but it was also like a half-hour-long game, so we switched to friendsim.
But it was still cute
Yeah,
and slightly
sad.
sad.
Rip Snake.
Rip Snake. Melody.
Rip Melody the Snake.
Melody. She didn't even care in the end. She's just like, bye-bye, Melody. Bye, bitch.
We've been at this for a while. I think it's time to call it, and then we can do other things.
Sounds good.
Yee.
On this very hot afternoon.
Yeah. So, thank you all so much for coming. I'd like to thank my one patron, Kansas Just Got Gayer, for subscribing to my Patreon. And, anything you guys need to know? Monday, new song comes out. It is Save Her, the finale of Time's Apprentice. It is...
So good.
It is a time.
Watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll come out on Monday at 2 p.m., as they always do. And, if any of you 3 people out there happen to be singers and like participating in fandom singing projects, check out Universe C# on Twitter. You will be happy you did. And with that, thank you all for watching, and we will see you all next week.